You matter, you're worthy. You know, it's unhealthy to be a hater disguise, and I say that respectfully. It's a thought process to me. I don't worship the devil. I don't do spell work. I don't energy harvest off innocent people. Because I don't want to play victim at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully. Because I understood trauma and pain. Not to manipulate, gaslight innocent people. Because I understood poverty and pain. The energy is different. We're all not the same. Never be a copycat. Always be original. You know yourself. And I say that respectfully. When the good God is watching you, I don't worship the devil. Wow, depression. It made you feel lost within loss. Lost of words. Emotionally unavailable. Hurting yourself with your own pain and trauma. Didn't think for a second. How could you? You're far gone. You can't recognize yourself when you look in the mirror. Trying to figure out where did you go wrong. Childhood trauma went into your adulthood. It was a cycle. Wanted to break that curse, but didn't know how to. Made excuses left or right. They gave up on you, they overlooked you. They didn't recognize your pain. They overlooked you. They took your kindness for weakness when you knew how to show up for them. Wow. Days when you couldn't even see for yourself to recognize yourself. You still was showing up when you least expected. Trauma and pain. The energy is different when you're not able to sleep, to recognize what depression actually looks like up close in person, because it became the norm. Yeah, your norm. Being sexually assaulted, you put a name to your book. Domestic violence, hate crime, discrimination, you put a name to your book. Yeah, he say, she say definitely wasn't added up when it came to your story. When you was in your own lane, trying to adjust the pain, to go with them, but you didn't know how to. Hurting yourself with words, allowing others' opinion to allow you to feel like you wasn't worthy to go within, to be woke, wow, to understand your vision. You know the good God is by your side when you least expect it. When you don't worship the devil, the energy is different. Depression. All you wanted was change. You know the change within? If it had to actually show on the outside, mentally stable. You were so dysfunctional, toxic, dysfunctional people, mentally abusing yourself, then you dishing it out to deal with it, thinking it's the norm of this behavior, while you become your own worst enemy. Can't even recognize yourself to mentally go within. That energy is different. They're like, what is your true intentions? You screaming out for help, nobody's looking at you. They overlooking you. At the end of the day, they can't even self-reflect to get in tune to who you actually are. Everybody was making excuses for you, so you start to shortchange yourself to make excuses for you, because you didn't know how to go within. The energy is different. Only to realize you found yourself and what of you. All by yourself to communicate. Only to realize that, wow, everybody that said they was rooting for you, your cheerleader, they was by your side, they didn't know how to value your time. The energy is different. Depression was real. You wore the mask for so long, it was so real. They couldn't even see your true intentions, that you was crying mentally inside. You couldn't even show up for yourself. Wow, what a view. They didn't understand your wounds that you was installed within yourself. Thinking it was the norm to poke yourself up. Didn't realize you was going wrong. The blood became the norm. It's the thought process, me. What a view. Everybody saying they love you, they rooting for you, only to use you, abuse you, mentally disturb you. Only to realize that, wow, with time comes change and change comes patience. You didn't understand that day, but you was willing to go within, to know how. You know, self-reflect, to love yourself another day, find you, the better you. You know the healing process ain't gonna be an easy process, an overnight walk in the park, but you was true and willing to choose you. He was willing to choose you. Wow. A dream becomes a reality. You. You loving you, you choosing you, you're not giving up on you, you're not overlooking you. You understanding the wounds that was installed within you, not to become an excuse, to become victim when they overlooked you. They didn't know how to show up for you, they didn't know how to love you. But you chose you, to love you, to be patient with you. No more excuses when you choose you. The energy is different, to self-reflect. You matter, you're worthy. Understanding your depression today. The energy is different when you knew how to go within. You know, my content is not for everybody, and that's okay. But when you're trying to heal depression, anxiety, PTSD, you put a name to your story. From a childhood point of view, it's your story. And if it went into your adulthood and you didn't get the proper healing, the proper care, the proper, wisdom, and it sounded good for the moment, but it didn't last forever. To understand your point of view, all you wanted to do was become your best self vision of yourself with all the right genuine people around you without using you, abusing you, manipulating you, or making you feel unworthy yourself because you understood pain. Depression, it's not easy. And everybody's story is different. Hate crime, discrimination, domestic violence, sexually assaulted, you put a name in your book, being homeless, not understanding how do I find self. I'm there for everybody, but I don't know how to find me. I'm kind to everybody, but I'm shortchanging me. I'm making excuses, but I don't know how to show up for myself. I overlook myself with hurt and pain. I wear a mask so well only to realize the exchange. I'm willing to go within when I'm mentally ready. It would never be an overnight process. It's never a race. Healing trauma and pain, and I say that respectfully. So you gotta move accordingly, respecting your neighbor when they in their own lane. Be careful when judging a book by its cover, because we are all not the same. I know how to respect my neighbor, good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, regardless to your sexual orientation, your disability, your culture, your age, or your religion. It's a thought process, and we are all not the same when it comes to trauma and pain. Regardless if you had abandonment issues, your moms and your pops wasn't there for you. They didn't know how to love you. They didn't know how to respect you. And I say that respectfully. The unhealthy relationship didn't work out. You matter. You are worthy to understand change and growth when you're mentally ready to go within. You can't compare yourself to somebody that you're not, because you have to show up as you without the excuses. Everybody's in their own lane when it comes to the healing their trauma and pain. So don't project your drama on an innocent person who knows how to mind their business to go within. Self-control, self-respect. Hey, I have self-awareness, neighbor, and I know how to respect you. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. How God works in mysterious ways. Like I said, my content is not for everybody, but I truly appreciate time to the genuine ones only. Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because someone overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people, and you deserve to be treated with respect. 365 days with no malicious intention to bring harm to yourself or others around you. Protect your energy, because not everybody is deserving of your time of your day. You matter, you are worthy. They judged a book by its cover. They gave up on you, they overlooked you. They disrespected you when you didn't have malicious intention to kick your neighbor down. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. Of course, they gonna leave out their part, what they did to you that day, to play victim, not to go within. But the good God saw what they was doing. When you don't worship the devil, the energy is different. When you know how to stay in your own lane and respect your neighbor, because we are all not the same. Never allow hate in disguise or personal intentions like your thought process, your friend, your pockets, or your eyesight. Because you matter, you're worthy. I truly appreciate time to the genuine ones only. Like I said, my content is not for everybody, but I am the original owner of word for word of my content, and I say that respectfully. It's a thought process to me. We are all not the same. I don't worship the devil, and I don't play with spell work, and I don't energy harvest. I know how to respect my neighbor. It's a thought process to me. We are all not the same. I don't have to steal someone's gift or let alone their destiny at the end of the day, because I'm in my own lane, understanding my faith that I'm on a good God's time, and I'm understanding and recognize who I am today. That door was closed for all the right reasons, and I'm protecting myself to understand what an even exchange was, to understand that I am worthy of my words. When I move to the next level of, God opening that next door for me, I remove myself for the bad habits for all the right reasons, for God to show me that I am worthy. God works in mysterious ways, put a blessing, a miracle within disguise. Now you genuinely respect when you understand pain.